How's it going, everybody? Actor Shako here. Welcome back to another Mario Kart Wii CTGP update for July 2024. This is a pretty big update. 5 tracks removed, 5 new tracks added. As always, let's just go very briefly through the tracks that were removed, because there were quite a few surprising ones for me that were removed from the mod. M&M Snowstorm, I liked it. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite track. It came from one of my favorite updates in CTGP that I never actually reviewed, because I was back at home for Christmas at that point. So, M&M Snowstorm was fine. Kind of sad it's removed. Warp Pipe Island, I understand, but I mean, it had a cool shortcut and the track looked nice, so I mean, kind of surprised that was removed. Ice and Fireland, 100% agree. That track was ancient, should have gone. Didn't drive the best. It was mediocre. It was alright, in my opinion. Dreamworld Cloudway, too much going on. Old as well, should have been removed probably quite some time ago, if I'm being completely honest. And then Unfinished Mario Circuit. I'm sad that it's gone, but then again, if you have an unfinished track in the game, it's gotta go. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. The track was fine. I kind of wish it stayed in, but, you know, what are you going to do? But yeah, as I said, 5 new tracks available, and a couple of updates to 5 tracks as well. So we're going to start out with the updated tracks first. I'm not looking forward to the first one, I'll be completely honest. I think the first one will either be very hit or miss, but regardless, let's see how this update goes. Okay, we're starting off with Lava Road, one of my least favorite tracks in CTGP. Mostly because you can't see where the hell you're going most of the time. The problem with this track was the floor camouflaged a lot with the lava. I can see the track a bit better now. It's not as dark as it used to be either, which is good. The track actually, if you're new to CTGP and Mario Kart Wii modding in general, this track used to be completely blue. It has what SNES BC3's problem is now, which is the track is way too blue. They still have this section which just has random holes in the floor. That's always great, isn't it? And the main thing about the track is those little bouncy parts where you can... Where am I going? Where you can trick off them and use mushrooms to kind of cut sections of the track off, which is unique, I guess. But I mean, it's very, like, you know, it's very mom. I fully understand why people don't like it. I feel... Is it just me or has the road gotten smaller? I swear the road's gotten thinner. I do like the new background. I mean, the volcano background's very cool. It does remind me quite a lot of, you know, Mario Galaxy. And the Bowser Shell as well, always a cool section. That's what I mean when, you know, you can use mushrooms to kind of get an extra bounce off those sections, cut some corners a little more. Those little grates there aren't bounceable, though. They're just to show, you know, they're just to show where the lava guys are going to pop up from. I would maybe use a different texture so there's not really any confusion as to why, like, you know, you can't bounce off these. Like, look, I can drive them perfectly fine, you know, can't bounce them at all. It's nice to have something that, you know, you can check. Also, is that permanently blocked off now, or is that just... Okay, I think that might be a new cut for lap 1, because, like, you used to be able to take that, like, forever, like, every lap, and now you can't, I guess. But yeah, I mean, overall the track looked a lot better. I can see where I'm going. It's just, there's no signposting, so you can't really see where you're going. I think the random gaps in the floor by the bounty section, it feels so unnatural. It feels so weird to me that you have to, like, sort of pseudo change directions. And I'd maybe use a little bit of a different texture there to kind of, you know, differentiate what's bounceable and what's not, but again, that might just be me being a bit nitpicky. You can use a mushroom to kind of, like, try and bounce over, which I guess is fine, but, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing with me. I'm not entirely sure I like that. I do like the thwomps. I like the way the track looks now, but yeah, overall, will I still choose to play this? Probably not. It's, maybe, like, once or twice, maybe every now and then, but I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't actively choose this on a regular basis. But yeah, overall, again, like the looks, just still iffy about the track in general. Add a few different textures and maybe get back to me. Ooh, okay, this looks interesting. Oh, I've played this version before. This is a version of Shako Island, I believe, in Mario Kart Midnight. Yeah, I have played this before. So this is a version of SNES Shako Island 2, which is pretty much guaranteed to upset Mario Kart quote-unquote purists who, you know, think that all the retros should just look the same as they did in the originals. I like the creativity in some of these tracks to an extent. I think that certain tracks should have... I think the retro tracks should have elements of their originals, kind of show, like, you know, these are still, like, you know, it's still the same as it, you know, as it has been before. I do like the chocolate waterfall, that's really cool. There are more shortcuts as well, and the track's, like, way longer. This feels like, you know, a Mario Kart Tourified track. You know, you can go on the, you can go on these. I was wondering how far you could actually go, but I guess the minecarts block you off to a certain point. I think there is a gap jump here as well, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I can quickly go round to it. Yeah, I believe the gap jump's just round here, so if I just, you know, do that. Yeah, you can do a little gap jump and cut that corner, which is cool. I like the Warriors Gold Mine theme. I like that. I like the little shining beam of light, like, through the top of the cave there. That's a really cool detail. The gold mine carts are always a fun addition. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have as much to say on this one as, you know, Lava Road, because I've played this track before. I do like this version of the track. It's definitely, I think, one of the best ones out there. I can't for the life remember who made it, but I will credit everyone in the video and in the description. But yeah, overall, really, really cool track. I like all the different characters as well, kind of just vibing, just chilling out, watching, you know, our boy Fred go by, and just, you know, chill out, enjoying the sights. And, yeah, no, overall, I think the track's pretty good. I like what they did with Shako Island 2, so overall, yeah, big thumbs up from me. Alright, and now we're on to Melting Magma Melee, a track where I'm pretty sure nothing super substantial has changed. So this is the point of the video where we get into the quote-unquote latest version, kind of, you know, version of the video, where, you know, I feel like I'm a broken record complaining about this every single update. But I mean, and I understand, I fully understand that this is a me thing, but I really wish that the council would just, or the people who do the updates would just differentiate between, you know, visual and, like, track updates and patch notes, because they are two different things. It's not, it's a little, okay, there's one change there. They did remove a fire pillar. That is a change. I like that, because those three, you know, lava pillars, or those lava wheels, sorry, I guess, were a bit much. But, like, it's not, it shouldn't be that hard to just say, you know, oh, okay, here's the, here's the changes, to the patch notes, to, like, what's going on, the specific changes we've made. If it's a patch note, then just say, like, you know, what glitches or bugs you fixed. If it's a track update, great, just say, like, brand new version, or stick with latest version. Brand new version to me and latest version are the same thing. Like, you can't just call it, like, whatever. You can't just, they're not interchangeable things, basically. I know it's a me thing, I'm gonna keep complaining about it every single video, I know people are probably sick of me doing it now, but it is just, like, it is genuinely something that does bother me. Anyway, about the track, I am doing another brief lap of it because there are a couple of substantial things to note. First off, I feel like some of the texts have changed slightly. I don't know what it is, but I feel like the track looks slightly different to me, I don't know why. Secondly, they have moved one of the fire wheels, as I said. The third thing is I think they did remove, or they blocked off the, like, skipping the loop-de-loop, which was always a little exploit you could do, where you could just skip the loop-de-loop, but it was maybe faster? Like, maybe marginally faster, I'm not entirely sure. Time trialers can, you know, confirm that in the comments, but, like, I don't know, interesting little change there to try and just skip, you know, to prevent that exploit from happening. But yeah, other than that, nothing else has really changed. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, moving on to Sahara Hideout. Why is the minimap darker? Just an interesting observation. Like, why is it slightly darker? Is it to make it, like, look cool? Is it to fit the aesthetic? Which, I mean, okay. Yeah, this is a track that, again, I feel like might not have changed too much. I don't get those. I've never understood those like weird glitchy textures. It always feels like, you know, it goes against the theme of the track. Speaking of aesthetic, it feels like it goes against the theme of the track. I think this is still a shortcut you can do. Yep, you can just take this shortcut here. Lap 1, I'm expecting that to fall lap 2 still, as it normally does. But yeah, I mean, the track is fine. I think this is one of ZPL's first original CT, so I understand if, like, you know, it's a little bit scuffed. But I mean, I'm looking through, I'm not seeing many changes. I mean, like, I feel like the textures might have changed a touch, and not just on the minimap. I feel like something has changed, and I don't entirely know what it is. No, okay, this section is still, yeah, the glitchy text is still there. I think with the minimap, I think what he did is he probably just, like, he probably fixed the minimap to be a little cleaner. The question mark on the minimap's removed as well, so there's no confusion about, oh, there's a secret thing there, because there wasn't. You just go out of bounds and die. But yeah, no. There is another shortcut around here as well. I don't know if that shortcut's new. I am going to attempt it. You go over here, and then Okay, I don't entirely know how that shortcut is meant to work. Like, I know you end off here. Yeah, you end off there, but, like, do you trick off? Where do you trick? There's a little ramp there, but I don't know where you can trick off. It's very weird. I'm not entirely sure I like that. But, I mean, yeah, overall, track is fine still. Nothing really, no real substantial changes of note that I can remember. Again, that shortcut falls lap 2, I did say. But yeah, overall, not bad. I feel like some textures have changed. I'm not entirely sure, though. Again, I do go into these blind, so if I miss anything, I apologize. I'm just going from memory on some of these tracks. I'm going to try and make this cut here, though. I balls it. Okay, I think on that sorry note, let's move on. Alright, and finally, the final updated track is Siberian Chatau. Now, I've been on record on my streams, twitch.tv/ActiveCarl, for those of you who are uninformed, that I think this is one of the most boring tracks in CTGP. It's way too overscaled, and there's just, I mean, it visually looks nice, I like the stars, but just, there's not much here for me to really, like. It just feels really bland to me. I do like the ice texture, I don't know if that's changed. The ice texture there looks really pretty. But yeah, like, I think the overscaling is still an issue. Ah, okay, they've... have they removed boost panels here? I know there was a section where boost panels were there. Maybe I passed and I'm just being unobservant. Can you still do the shortcut at the end here? So you can do a little cut here where you can mushroom off that. I did that really badly. Oh, okay, you can still make it there, okay. I did that shortcut very badly, but that's what you can do. You can mushroom off, like, the first wooden plank. You can skip the entire last corner. It's a pretty good shortcut. But, yeah, it feels like the thwomps are just kind of here for no real rhyme or reason. Like, also, this thwomp here moves very fast. I don't know if I like the slidey thwomps. I think I've been traumatized by the Mansion of Madness sliding thwomps. This isn't as bad as that, but, I mean... it still feels that it comes out of nowhere. For a new player, it feels it will just come completely out of nowhere. This long section of bridge, I know there are going to be iron boxes here, but, like, again, there's just nothing here. There's no enemies, no, like, around that section, nothing. You'd probably be, it might be better to put, a thwomp or two on the bridge. That might be, at least that's what I would do. I'd move the slidey thwomp from that big, like, you know, room, and I would change it so, you know, I'd have it on the bridge. Also, what's the point in this? What's the point in, like, this section being so big? This section here is just literally... it's just pointless. It's just unused space. It doesn't factor into the racetrack really at all. That's just, again, I'm in a very nitpicky mood today, I think. I might be a bit grouchy. I don't know why, because at the time of recording, it's like 2 days until my birthday. I don't know why I'm feeling kind of crabby at the moment, but, like, that's the mood today, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, I like the ice textures, they look great, but I think overall, again, I still wouldn't choose to drive it. It still bores me. Can I at least, like... Okay, no, I can't. I don't know why I thought that would be a cut. But yeah, I think the track's still a bit boring. I wouldn't choose to play this often. And with that out of the way, let's play the brand new track that were added to CTGP. Okay, Darkness Temple. This sounds jovial, doesn't it? Alright, I've never seen this track before. Again, I always go into these tracks completely blind. I do like the temple. I'm guessing the darkness themes comes from the fact that it's just nighttime. I like the water. Very much reminds me of, you know, ruined temple kind of vibes. I don't know why, it almost gives me, I don't know why this gives me, like, Vile Isle vibes. I don't entirely know why. Or, like, Jungle Ruins as well. Ooh! A Chaos Emerald! There's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald! Anyway, let's... Ooh, okay. Hang on, wait. Is that like a Buzzy Beetle Prana plant? Have we, like, found a new species of Prana? This is we're explorers. This is actually... I don't know why the floor has a nipple, though. Like, that's a choice. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. So there is a shortcut you can do there. You bounce off the mushroom with a mushroom. You get enough height to make that cut there. That looked a lot harder to make than it looks. It might just be because I've kind of, you know, I might have just ballsed up the jump, but I mean, I don't know. I might just be playing terribly. This is a very interesting. Have we just gone back to Lava Road for like a brief moment? I do like this. I like this theming. Look, no, it can't be Lava Road though, because look, it has signposting. It's leagues better. Whee! Okay, you know what? I know I'm kind of taking the piss a bit. This track is really cool, thematic-wise. What's over, like, here? Okay, this is just this is heavy off-road. Good. This shouldn't be, like... Excuse me, this shouldn't be light off-road. It should be heavy off-road. So you can take those cuts. If you get a little ramp there in case you get target shock, that's always nice to have. Yeah, this is... Okay, I do like this. It's very interesting going back and forth between the themes. They're going from a temple to, like, you know, jungle ruins kind of vibe. You canceled off that. That's pretty cool. To, like, lava road textures. We're in, like, you know, underwater abyssal ruins kind of, you know, area now. It feels like, and I don't know if this is actually the origin, but it does feel to me like a Mario Kart 7 custom track. I feel like this track would work really well with Mario Kart 7 finishes. Add a glider to like, a couple of these sections, especially the area of the mushrooms, and it'll pretty much set. Like, it really... I feel like this would work super well in a Mario Kart 7, you know, CT. But, like, yeah, I do really like the tracks. Again, I like the theme of it. You know, temple tracks are always very cool to me. And we do have another one coming, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, overall, I do really like this one. Plenty of shortcuts galore, plenty of, like, kind of cool, like, little exploration, little Easter egg hunting to do, maybe, in terms of, like, finding cool references. But yeah, overall, very, very cool track. I am a big fan of this. Okay, this track I've heard a lot about. It is, Fort Francis, and this is kind of fitting for me, because not long ago, I finished playing 1000 Year Door Remake, which, by the way, go and buy 1000 Year Door Remake if you haven't already, it's fantastic. And I actually do feel like I need to play through, you know, Super Mario again to see if it still holds up for me. This is based on Francis' level in World 3. Is this the, okay, there is a lot of, you know, Easter eggs for the level. Like, these dudes are, like, you know, Francis' like anime, like, catgirl maid dudes. There's Bo and Bootler. And, oh my god, Petunia! There's a lot for me to like here. As a Paper Mario fan, there's a lot for me to, you know, seek out and enjoy from 1000 Year Door and Super Paper Mario. Two of which I think it's fair to say are my favorite games in the series. God, it looks so cool. So this isn't like the Fort Francis that I'm aware of, because the Fort Francis that I'm aware of was just the outside section and that's it. This is like way, way more involved than it was before. This looks very, very cool. They've done a lot to change this up. I did see Dementia up there, and the Void. I can't remember what it's called, but like, the evil black hole scary Void, which is like, it looms over you every time. Wait, is there a... No, that can't be a shortcut through there. I'm just assuming every time there's a... Hello? Wait, what's this? We go... Wait. What's down here? Oh, this is cool. Whoa! Okay, this is actually, unironically, so sick. Hello, Thwob. There's a whole underground section. Okay, this is actually way more impressive than I could ever dream of it being. This is so awesome. I love this. Oh, wait, okay, this is where the mushroom section is. So that's clever. It kind of... That hides a little bit. Let me just go over here. And then, yeah, you drive around. Okay, there's a lot to like for shortcuts, I think. Like, this is kind of a, you know... for me, like, in my Formula Kart Wii track pack, I do have a track called Hooktail Castle in there. There's a very similar shortcut where you go through a window. I did also see, I'm pretty sure I saw a lot of Paper Mario characters on the path. I did just see, I think, the head of a Puny. It might have been Petunia or Punio, one of the two. Again, play 1000 Year Door if you haven't already. It is absolutely unbelievable. So I think you can go both ways now. Yeah, you can choose to go the regular way and go around the maid cat girls. I honestly thought those were beards for a second, like little goatees, but they are not. They're the little just like frills that you have on a maid outfit. But yeah, man, this is very, very cool. That last turn might be a little bit tight. And I feel like this corner kind of comes at you from like out of nowhere. But I mean, again, there is a lot to like about this level. I'm gonna very quickly just double check to see if anyone, because I'm pretty sure there are. Yeah, there are. Okay, there's a lot of characters here, so I'll see if I can name all of them from left to right. Crow, Jabby, Vivian, the Waka, that's Admiral Bob-omb. That's Princess Peach. That's just the original GameCube game. There's Peddington. That's a Bubble, I think is what they're called. That's, I think, an order of Puny, Punio, and Petunia. And then you have, I think that's Nibbles, and you have a Gold Fuzzy. There's so much to like here from a Paper Mario, like, fan perspective, so, oh dear. So I think, yeah, a lot of people will like this track, if you're a fan of Paper Mario, or just not. If you're a fan of seeing, like, really cool, unique-looking tracks, this is definitely one of the most unique ones in the whole pack now, in terms of, like, how it looks, so definitely recommend this. I would highly encourage everyone to play this track. It's phenomenal. Alright. Ooh, okay, this track's changed a bit. This is also in Mario Kart Midnight. Toadette Temple is one of my favorite tracks in that pack. It's changed very slightly. The intro's definitely changed. I feel like there's more added to, like, you know, the general scenery. Because there's a lot of stuff here that isn't in the Midnight version. I'm going to have to try and get used to this. I'm pretty sure the top path... Yeah, the top path still exists. These push you off, I think. They go a lot slower than they were before, though. They used to be... I feel like those little, like, pushy blocks used to be a lot faster. Okay, there is a Mushroom Gorge section. What's up here? Okay. Whoa, wait! Those are boost mushrooms! I've never seen that before. Okay, that's really unique. I've never seen mushrooms, like, which act as boosts before. That's really interesting. There's moving mushrooms too? Okay, there's a lot to like about this one. God, there's so much good stuff here. Man, okay. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this. Can I, okay, this is still... Okay, those jumps are a little bit blind. Oh, and they got rid of the really broken... They got rid of the really broken shortcut. If you had, like, mushrooms, you used to be able to cut off an entire last section. Which is very funny. Okay, let me go up here and see if we can make it up onto this top section. There we go. Looks a little bit difficult, it kind of is, but we managed to make it up there a tiny bit. The road up here is still a bit thin. Okay, they don't flat out just push you off the top path anymore. That's nice. Because I used to be able to be pushed off the top path. So I'm gonna take the regular route, see if this is like as good as, you know, the top route there. Because again, there's a lot to like, I think, about these these parts. That is very much, though, prime, oh god. That is very much prime, target shot territory. I think there's, yeah, there's a shortcut around there, which I assume you can only take with a star, or, a Mega Mushroom, or a bill. Kind of like in, what's it called? Ooh. Oh, wait, I forgot this isn't a round, that's just grass. Is there there is floor underneath here, that's good. But yeah, very much reminds you of, like, Castle of Time, where you have that, like, those thwarts in the way of your cart, you can only get through with a Mega Mushroom Star or Bullet Bill. Very similar to that. But yeah, again, I love the change to this track. I don't know how many people worked on it. I'm pretty sure LucioWins is someone who worked on this track, the guy who broke me with Hiking with Lagsu in the Skillsy Pack series. Go check that out if you haven't already. And, yeah, man, there's a lot to like. The one thing I didn't test, though, is to see if whether you bumped into those mushrooms and they lit up still. That was a really cool feature. I'll have to go back through and test it later, but overall, love the changes. Alright, and from Toad's Temple to Toadette's Castle. I hear the weird breathing again. It's like Octagon's Palace. I hear the weird, deep breathing. Ooh, okay, so there are mushroom themes. Why is Toadette Hadoukening fireballs at me? Well, she's not Hadouken, she's just kind of like lightly throwing them. But I mean, that's dangerous. What did we do to Toadette? This feels weird. Whatever sins we've committed, I greatly apologize. Oh, I like the... Oh, there's the Super Crown as well from New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I don't know if it's, like, the crown that's making the pink mushroom so shiny, or if, like, that's just a natural property of the mushroom. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into the lore of Toadette Temple, but, yeah, we move on. Pink themes, you know, it greatly fits Toadette. I don't know why there's the spooky theme. Like, this is DS Twana House music going over, as it would be if I didn't have Kirby Trouble Deluxe music playing over instead. There's a lot to like on this one already. I feel like it's good the track's 2 laps. I do like the different routes, though. Let's see. Oh, wait, is that... Oh, okay, I thought that was Baby Luigi for a second. They've got, like, the same, like, animations as the Shy Guys in GTA Sunset Wilds from 8 Deluxe. That's pretty cool. And then out here, is this, like, going to be a stained glass window of Toadette? That's very cool. Yeah, okay, track actually looks very, very impressive. I do really like it. The one thing is, I was kind of feeling this inside. Inside, when you kind of go through a few of those turns, I was feeling a little bit bored. I don't know if that's just, like, me and my thoughts of the game, or if it's just the track itself, but I don't know. Let's see if I can take any, like, shortcuts. There's a cool corner cut I can do right at the beginning, which is pretty nice. Again, I don't know why Toadette's, like, you know, firing stuff on it. I do like that there's an indentation in the floor which shows where the fireball's going to land. That's really good track design, in my opinion. I love that. I love that little attention to detail. That's very, very good. Obviously, there's the Bowser's castle little wavy road thing here. I do like the blocks moving about with Toadette's face on it. Wait, there's another shortcut here. Okay. Let's take this and see where this goes. Okay. I mean, if I took that turn a little better, I'd be able to make that. More. And obviously, like, again, with me saying, like, I was a little bit bored going through this section. I just keep in mind I am playing in time trials. I'm not playing in versus mode where, like, a lot more will be happening. I do have to keep that in mind a little bit, but I mean, still, I'm just calling as I see it. But yeah, like, overall, I think the track is very good. It is a very, very well done track. Oh, okay, I thought we were going to a new section there. I was going to say, oh, is there anything we can do to, like, not break through, like, the pseudo, like, transparent, you know, Toadette, like, statue? As you can't, like, yeah, you can't jump out there. I tried making my own fun, my own shortcuts. Hello, Toad. I guess he's just visiting. I do also like the Luigi Topiary. Shoutouts to DS Peach Gardens for 8 Deluxe. But yeah, overall, I do really like it. I like the different themes they said on this track. Overall, I think this track's very, very impressive. It's not my favourite one so far, but it's definitely up there in terms of, like, good quality. I really like the quality of this track. Very, very well designed. And the final track to this update is Volcanic Skyway. Now, this is a track, I don't know who remade this one, but it's its first appearance, it was first made in 2010. So this is a 14-year-old track, and it's still being, like, re-added to CTGP. Very, very interesting. Obviously, this isn't a 2010, you know, made track. If it was, it would look significantly worse than this. But yeah, I remember playing Volcanic Skyway 4, like, way back in the day. And yeah, the track looks very pretty. Very much like, you know, Mario, like, you know, World 2 desert theme. I do see Klepto above there. Mario 64 fans will be happy to see Klepto, like, just around. Or maybe not, he steals your hat, and that's very mean. That is, in fact, meanie coded, you could even say. But yeah, God, there's a lot to like about this one. Like, I think I like the little houses in the background. And I do like the little greenery around here. I imagine there's a shortcut around here. Yeah, you can kind of do a little corner cut there. You'd need 2 mushrooms for that, or a golden. But oh, I forgot. There's an underground section down there. That's why there wasn't a thing to trick. Okay, interesting little turns here. I didn't actually get that first turn wrong. I was about to say, oh, there's a little bit of, like, the floor and the off-road look the same. The track and the off-road, sorry, look the same. They don't. I was just being bad at driving the track. But yeah, I do like the way the track looks. It does look very, very pretty. Almost like pseudo-professional. I really, really like the... I mean, I feel like the one criticism I really have this track is the kind of sky, kind of twisty cloud road thing. I've always been somewhat critical of it because either, like, it's too thin, or the fact that, like, what it used to be like a cylinder. So you could, like, drive sort of, like, on the side of it, and it would make, like, turning an absolute nightmare, like, trying to go round that section. It was awful. I still think that I don't know what to call it, the noodle section, or, like, I'm gonna go purposely down here to see what's around here. Was that off-road? That might have been off-road. I don't know. But anyway, I still think that, like, the cloud, like, path, I guess is what I'll call it, is a little bit thin. That might be me just being nitpicky. But I feel like, you know, it could be widened a tiny bit. I don't know if that's, like, you know, sacrilege to the original. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, this section here is fine. It just feels, when you've got, like, loads of raises on the track, it does feel, at least to me, it could be maybe made a tiny bit wider. But again, I'm just calling it as I see it. Maybe I am just, like, being, like, a bit too nitpicky. I feel like I have been a bit nitpicky this review, but I mean, again, I'm just calling things how I see it. And I do like the track. I like the design, especially. I think the background's very pretty. It drives pretty nicely. I'm just not sure. I'm going to test this one more time before I go to my final thoughts. I do still think that bottom section is off-road. I'm going to double-check very quickly. Also, I didn't mention the Goombas. I like the Goomba look. They are dripped out. Let's have a look-see. So, is this... It is. Wait, or is it? Let me just test this. Okay, no. Okay, it's not off-road. I've confirmed it a bit. It isn't actually off-road. Maybe it's the... Yeah, maybe it was the texture there. Because it does sound like, the little sound effect there sounds like an off-road texture. I can't quite tell. Do let me know if it is or it isn't. But yeah, overall I do like the track. But it's not my favourite one, as I said, but I like the way the track looks now. So, points for that, for sure. And that is the new CTGP update of July 2024 done. Now I have to give it a rating of 5 threads. This is really hard, because the new tracks are fantastic. And I think the updated tracks, again, they let the update down a bit. For me, I would say, on the strength of the new tracks alone, I'm gonna give this one a 4 thread out of 5. I think that all the new tracks are fantastic in their own way. Toadette Temple is really nice. Again, having Chaos Emeralds there are great. I like the differing themes. I think that's really cool. Fort Francis, I think the best track of the update may be Toadette Temple, because, like, that also is a contender. But Fort Francis has just so much going for it. As a Paper Mario fan, I adore it. It's designed really well track-wise, as is Toadette Temple. I love both. It's a toss-up for me as to which one is my favorite. Honestly, you could say, like, either of them, like, could be the favorite for me. It's really, really hard to pick between them. Toadette's Castle is also pretty good. Again, I got a little bit bored in the castle section. I understand I am playing in time trials, not versus races, so the experience is different, but again, when I play through some versus races on this track, which I'll inevitably do, I'll probably have different opinions. Volcanic Skyway, I like it. It's probably my least favorite one out of the 5, but again, that doesn't mean the track's bad. I think the cloud section could maybe be made a little bit wider in some sections. It does look a bit too thin in some areas, but again, driving it a few times might change my opinion. But yeah, the updated tracks, for me, kind of let it down a little bit. I mean, Lava Road is better than it was. It looked a lot better than it did. Will I still play it loads? No. I think there are still some design elements of the track that are a bit sus, I guess is the best way I can put it. It's not. I don't think it's very well designed in some areas, but I think the track looks better overall. SNES Shako Island 2 I do really like. I love the new, like, look to it. It's definitely better than, like, you know, the DS version. Again, Mario Kart Wii, or like Mario Kart purists, I guess, quote unquote, might get annoyed at the track looking a lot different, but I think it's fine to have creativity, as I said, as long as the track retains some elements of its originality. I think Magma Melee didn't change much at all, apart from those couple of instances with the lava wheel and the loop-de-loop. Sahara Hideout, I think some textures changed, but other than that, not really much changed. And the Siberian Chatau, nothing of substance changed, apart from the ice texture, which admittedly does look very pretty. But yeah, again, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record. Please differentiate between, like, brand new versions and patch versions / bug fixes. Just say what the new what the patches are. Just say what you fixed, because brand new version and latest version mean the same thing. I don't want to keep playing about this over and over and over again. It is a me thing, it does bother me, but again, that is just my one main request to the council. Please just specify what you've changed if there are, like, just patch notes or bug fixes. Please just specify that. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the update. What was your favourite track? What was your least favourite track? What would you prefer to see changed? What track you want to see removed, apart from the 5, like, you know, before? But yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys very soon. I do want to upload more. I know I've been slacking recently on that, but I'm going to try and upload a bit more at some point soon. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your month, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace.